Hello and welcome to this special edition of the Paul Town Hall. And today is a very sad day. It's a day for mourning. It's a day for just looking back at your life and saying to yourself, why am I not Charles Krauthammer, the conservative commentator and Pulitzer Prize winner, dead at 68. And yeah, that's right, this is a special edition of the Paul Town Hall. We're going to be talking about Charles Krauthammer. He was a longtime Fox News contributor, Pulitzer Prize winner, Harvard-trained psychiatrist, and best-selling author who came to be known as the Dean of Conservative Commentators. And he died Thursday, which is today. He was 68 years old. He almost made it to 69 years old, but he died at 68. And his death had been expected after he wrote a heartbreaking letter to colleagues, friends, and viewers on June 8th, which is funny because you'd think he would say something to viewers on TV, not write a letter, but he did that. It said, "I've been uncharacteristically silent these past 10 months. You know, when a man is uncharacteristically silent, that's not good." And he said, "I thought that the silence would soon be coming to an end, but I'm afraid I must tell you that fate has decided on a different course for me." And that's true. Fate did decide, not his failing body. Recent tests have shown that cancer has returned. There's no sign of it recently, but up until a month ago, now there is, basically, is what he said. And my doctors say that there's a few weeks left to live. This is my final verdict. My fight is over. That sounds like he gave up, which isn't cool. Never give up, guys. If he hadn't given up, he probably would still be alive. In recent years, Krauthammer was best known for his nightly appearances as a panelist on Fox News Special Report with Bret Baier, as a commentator on various Fox News shows. Basically, he talked a lot. Following the news of his death, his good friend, in quotes, Baier posted on Twitter, "I am sure you will be owning the panel discussion in heaven as well, and we'll make sure your wise words and thoughts, your legacy, will live on here." And the wise words and thoughts are nowhere to be found, but his legacy, which is also nowhere to be found, is here. And it's nowhere else. And also, there's no panels in heaven, so that's not true. Britt Hume, senior analyst at Fox News, also tweeted about the terribly sad news and said, "The great Charles Krauthammer has died, and it's good that he didn't have dyslexia," or I might have said, "It's great Charles Krauthammer has died," and that would have been a big gaffe. I think he probably would have had to apologize, and Charles Krauthammer would probably rise up from the grave to slay his opponent in the news. But Krauthammer was obviously a Renaissance man. He achieved mastery in such disparate fields as psychiatry, which deals with reading and writing, speech writing, which deals with reading and writing, print journalism, which deals with reading and writing, and television, which deals with reading as a teleprompter. He won the Edwin Dunlop Prize for excellence in psychiatric research and clinical medicine, and he won some journalist prize for writing in Washington Post and the New Republic. In a book that nobody read, and but it sold a lot of copies, so it was a New York Times bestseller. And he delivered his views in a mild manner, yet steady and almost philosophical style, befitting his background in psychiatry and detailed analysis of human behavior. He would basically look at somebody and just know what they're doing by looking at them, and be able to tell this person's tying their shoe because their shoe's untied. He would really pick together the pieces like a genius. This person's walking up the stairs because they're walking. He also coined the term the Reagan Doctrine, among others, which is real genius. It's about Reagan and a doctrine. Now, basically, borrowing from his background, he said in 1990, after the fall of the Berlin Wall, that the post-Cold War had gone from bipolar to unipolar, which is really clever, because it went from two powers to one power. So it was bipolar, which is like crazy, and then unipolar, which is like, yeah, America, United States, the sole superpower. Now, he also had an unabashed love of baseball, and the Nationals Park held a moment of silence. It sounds kind of like Nationals Park sounds kind of like Nationals Park. You got to be careful with that sort of branding. Bad branding. I don't know if you wanted to be associated with nationalism. Nationals Park held a moment of silence before the Washington Nationals played a home game there Thursday night. He got a whole moment of silence. Wow, that's pretty cool. Krauthammer harbored no compunction about calling out those in power, whether they're Democrats or Republicans or conservatives. He basically would just talk mad trash, no matter who it was. Basically, he just liked to complain a lot, and he's dead now. And basically, this article goes on to talk about how he hurt his head on the pool when he was in a pool. He dove down and he drowned his chances of walking down steps ever again, or something. And then there's an anecdote in there, and essentially they say he didn't want to be remembered for having a disability, and so they spend the rest of the last half about how he has a disability. And it's just a really nice Fox News article, and I just figured I'd let you guys in on it. And yeah, that's this episode of the Paul Town Hall. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go hug your family. Charles Krauthammer is dead.